Well, hello! Welcome to the Romance Writers Room. Hello, hello, hello. I hope you're having a wonderful Sunday. I I'm a little, I have a headache and I've been sneezing and coughing because I got rain on a couple of days. So this is why the energy is a little lower than normal. So, do excuse the low energy episode, but it's supposed to be kind of like a more chill, chatty romance writers room where we're just gonna chat about why do you think romance is the most used subplot. So that's the topic for today. I thought about switching it up, and instead of having like a full panel, things like that, it will be kind of like a more laid back, uh, chatty, casual episode between the host and the wonderful chat. Let me go ahead and say hi to you all, and then we can get started on the chatting. We got Eva saying hi, and author JC Carpenter is here to be romanced. We also got a Dolores. Hello, Steven. Hope you're doing well. And let's see, so far there's just like hi's and how are yous and replies and all that. So let's get let's start the chatty bit, the chatty part, the only part that the episode will have. So this might be a slow, no, not slower, a shorter episode. I don't know if it's gonna be the shortest, but it will be on the shorter side. Um, so I asked around on my social medias, why do you think romance is the most used subplot? Um, and I got a couple replies. I would love to remember where I put them, but that the good thing is I have my phone and I can check on the replies because I know I wrote them down. I just don't know where. Uh, also, let me get a sip of my tea. And while I search for those, you in chat, let me know, why do you think romance is the most used subplot, in your humble opinion, or not humble. You don't have to be humble. Ah, that tea is so good. Okay, so on Instagram, Dolores, who's on chat, did reply, and she shared, to sound cliche, I think everyone wants to believe in happy endings and that love can fix everything. Though I also think romance gives drama to any story it's in. And I do agree with that. Um, I think this is why the genre requires you to have a happy ending, because that's the fantasy of it. Um, but I think drama, conflict, and a path to character growth, it's a few of the reasons I think a lot of writers use romance as a subplot on their books. Um, I do apologize. Let's see. Please catch me up. What's a subplot? A subplot is any storyline that is slightly less important than the main story and usually aids the main story. So, okay, so Lord of the Rings. The main story is the story of Frodo taking the ring to Mordor, to be disposed. That's the main thing. Everything around surrounds that. Um, Aragorn's story, his character arc, and coming into terms and accepting his lineage and his responsibility as the true king of the man in that world is a subplot, is a character arc, and it also aids the main plot because the more he accepts his fate and his destiny, the better he can aid Frodo's journey. Hopefully, that kind of like answers that question of what a subplot is. Um, Also, hello, Joanne. If you have any thoughts on the questions, today is a chatty romance writers room. It's just going to be a conversation between you guys and I about why do you think romance is the most used subplot. I knew I was going to be like talking a lot, so I do have a big cup of tea and a big cup of glass of ice water. Glass water. I would probably die if I was drinking glass water. But you understand. Um, so I do agree with what Dolores shared on my Instagram. It does add to the drama, and a lot of the times romance does you aids character arc and character growth. Let's see. Oh, wait. Hello, Sky. Hello, friend. I hope you're feeling better. I know health has been like up and down, like a roller coaster. So I hope things level out for you. Big hugs. If you need any silly cheer up, you know where to find me. You are very welcome. Before I read Ruel's comment, let me read JC. JC says because what person doesn't love romance and all of the drama it can bring along with the spice. That is also a really good point. Like it, I'm pretty sure some writers choose it because it's just fun to write and to like create situations around falling in love. Um, and yeah, it's just good because it's easy. I don't know. I I'm very conflicted because I don't think writing romance is easy. People have that perception because I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what people have that perception. Because writing romance is like writing any other uh, human relationship. So writing a mother-daughter, father-daughter, siblings, best friends, co-workers relationship, those are not easy to write. So I don't think writing two people falling in love, it's easy to write because there's a lot of trying to show trying to show a through progression, and you have to like think of what are their personalities, what they are attracted to, what kind of conversations and situations will they find themselves attracted to the other character. So, while I would think people would approach using romance as a subplot as a easy fix, I'm pretty sure once they get to it, they're gonna be like, "Oh fudge, this was not easy. This is not easy." So, I'm pretty sure that that initial perception is in a lot of writers who are not romance writers or don't write romance consistently. But I'm pretty sure once they get to it, they're like, "This is as hard as writing any other relationship with human when beings are interacting." Few seconds, let me find. Stay hydrated. I will try my hardest. Uh, Hello there, lovely. Hello, hello. You all. Again, for everyone coming in, this is going to be a more casual, chatty romance writers room where we're going to discuss this question. What do you think romance is the most used subplot? Do leave all of your intake, any hot takes, any all of your opinions. We're gonna chat about it. And I already explained that I got rained out a little bit, so I am my levels of energy a little lower, but you know we do what we gotta do. Yeah, writing romance is not it's not easy, but I'm sure a lot of people have that perception. So it's you're not incorrect in the assumption. It's just once you get into the reality of it, then you find that it's not. Tiffany is making pucker. What are you talking about? Just answer that question. Yep. No worries. Like I said, I'm pretty sure a lot of people think that uh, first, like for face value kind of situation. Um, So Dolores says it's easy to throw in a love story or sex, but to have an actual romance plot with a good happily ever after is difficult. That's true. So Ruel, who is one of our friends in our community, she did answer the question on my Instagram, and it says that I think it helps give relief to an otherwise stressful plot, at least if it's like a fantasy or something, which I really like that point. For genres like fantasy and sci-fi and probably suspense and thrillers and things like that, probably that romance subplot can be a breather for the reader until you get to the heart wrenching part, and then the reader has no breather again. Um, but I do like that take that it could be uh, like a little bit of a safe heaven within the story if it's a stressful plot in a high stake genre like high fantasy or um, like this very like sprawling sci-fis and things like that. Okay. So Tiffany says, because everyone longs for connection and romance gives us a way of experiencing it, even if only for a moment and through someone else. Ooh, I love this day. This. Yes. Because, like, and this is kind of like talking to like one of the things pretty much almost every human being longs for, um, which is feeling connecting and belonging somewhere. Um, and I have to agree that, and I think that romance, and I think that's why tropes like found families and this like sisterhoods, tight knit friends, things like that do get like really popular and are kind of like pieces of a lot of different books that people feel drawn to and people highlight when they talk about the books that they love. And it is, I think, because exactly this that Tiffany says, that connection that everyone longs for. And either you don't have it, you had it, but you don't have it now. You have it, but it's not quite what you would like or imagine. Um, or because you want more of it, but you don't have the means to kind of like have more connections with more people. Uh, so I think this is a great reason why. Uh, in my opinion, so chaotic kids says, in my opinion, why romance is the most common subplot is because as an author, you want to make the story seem as real as possible, and in real life, love is important to most people. Ooh, this is good. You guys are. I don't even need to think about to give reasons. Like you guys are coming with like spot on, straight to the heart reasons. Oh, I love this. Yes. Yes. Like, and and I know we're talking about romantic relationships. Granted, some stories besides romantic relationships, they do have like found families, or friends relationships, uh, like that are other facets of love. But I think this is like bottom line one of the biggest reasons why authors and readers alike gravitate towards romance, because as humans being, one of the things most people put like importance and value is love, and not only love other people but be loved, receiving love. So I love this, guys. You guys are wonderful. We got a Morgan. Hello, friend. Tiffany says that's a good one. Uh, Steven is romance the most common because of of the reality TV shows. There are so many shows that you could pull from for the book. There's a lot of inspiration, and I know I can. Oh, I don't have the titles, but I can see almost the covers. There's a few romance books that have already gone out or are coming out that are kind of like reality TV show meets another book, and that's their book. I know one was. What's the reality TV show? The Amazing Grace, that you travel, and if you do all the traveling, you win something like that. It's not a reality TV show that I have watched, but I know I I am acquaintance of this romance author that their debut um, their debut romance is The Amazing Race plus romance subplot plus I don't remember what else, and that was her. Um, so when you mentioned reality TV show, I was like, yeah, like even there's a bunch of books that are the Bachelor or the Bachelorette plus this the book kind of thing. Um, so definitely a source of inspiration. I don't think romance been around for the longest time, so I don't think reality TV show um, has made the romance genre to get more books or to for the romance to be in as a subplot of more books. But definitely they do serve as inspiration. 1 second, friends. Okay, so Sky says, I think it is the most popular subgenre as romance is the most common escape and the one thing almost everyone can relate to regardless of age, gender, or sexuality. Everyone can relate to being in love. That is also true. It's like you can relate to falling in love, falling out of love, heartbreak. You can relate to one side love. You can not always relate to being a vampire, and you cannot always relate to turning into a werewolf. You cannot always relate to having billions and billions of your in your bank account. Um, you cannot always relate to being a superstar rock star. You cannot always relate to be a super sport athlete, but you do can relate to like falling in love, heartbreak, falling out of love, one side off, first time crush, all of those sorts of things. Um, let's see. Yeah, I know I know it doesn't have to do anything with romance, but I know it's one of the reality TV shows that I know was the come for a romance book, and because it's a reality TV show. Um, okay. Uh, well, there is a Canadian couple I follow that it is in The Amazing Race now. Never watched it either. I heard about it when I heard about that book, so I was like, okay. Yeah, I'm saying it's a combination, not that it has romance. Uh, Love is Blind meets Survivor. There's a book I like to read. Probably there is one. I'm sure. I'm almost sure. Um, it's definitely with tells your romance though, going on the Amazing Grace. Hello, cool gamer. Just the word race and title tells me it's not for neither me nor my husband. Uh, oh boy, but oh boy, what? Oh, but how do I wish I could relate to the billions of my in my bank account? Yeah, I would love to relate to that, but you know, we not this time, not this time. Okay. Oh, but boy. Okay. I was like, boy, how, what? So, I got the sentiment. That's what it counts. Um, Let me see, cause I don't think I had anything my community tab, but I could be wrong. Let me check, just in case. You know, you never know. Okay, no. So I'm not missing any comments. That's good. So all the comments on my socials have been addressed. Um, so do we think, and this is just a question that I just came right now. Do we think every fiction genre can hold a romance subplot? This is just a random question that I just thinking. Um, so I just added the question because I just started. Because I was thinking, I know, it's to me strange to think about it, but I know there's some people that have said that they have read or they are writing Roman subplot in their horror, and I'm just like, huh? How can you be terrified out of your mind and trying to survive and falling in love? Um, so that this is why my brain prompted that question. Do you think every fiction genre can have a romance subplot? Um, and I'm talking about main genres like uh, so literary fiction, mystery, thriller, horror, fantasy, um, western. God, why am I blinking? I should have opened a list. Uh, you guys not no drill. I should have a list of all the like big genres. Um, let me see. Let me check on comments. I was getting ready to say no, but honestly, yeah, I do think that there is a possibility that romance can be everywhere. Interesting. Yes, romance pairs with everything, even horror, gore, or and dark stuff. Dark romance is a thing, but dark romance still is romance at heart, with all the gory parts. What I'm thinking is a horror story plus, and this is where my brain kind of like shuts down and I cannot see it. Like, through horror with a romance subplot, like, if there is a writer, author that has done that, I will be willing to read that book during the day so I can know how did they manage to do that. Because I can see it on other genres. It's just like my brain shuts down when it thinks of horror. Maybe I'm just maybe it is because I'm just not a horror reader, but Um, Tiffany says maybe, but I'm not well read enough to know certain ones. JC, oh, for horror, I can see that. The terrifying factor can be the thing that pushes two people together. I mean, surviving something horrible is a bonding experience. You can fall for someone running from the horrific thing, but just how well they protect you or put your well being above their own. Okay. Well, Katie Roberts is experimenting with writing a horror romance. Nice. Yes, I believe that every fiction genre can have romantic subplot due to the multiple of books, whether it be fantasy, sci-fi, or any other genre. Chaotic says, I think so. It mainly depends on age category, but even then it depends. Um, Look at Star Wars and Star Trek, for example. Uh, Girl, have you not watched people getting it on in a horror movie? No. No, I have not. Thank God. Will love not to experience that. I mean, Saw almost always has a Roman subplot and that gets gore. Oh, God. I mean, but is the couple like falling in love through the movie, or are they already a thing? Because if they're already a thing, that's a complete different dynamic. But alas, I'm not sure age matters when, because even YA, you could have the kids trying to get to the parents together, or something like that. Think Parent Trap. I mean, I write middle grade chapter books with detectives and insights as the main characters, and I have thought about adding romance to the main character, but that's way down the road. Warm Bodies is also horror romance. Tiffany says, I love Warm Bodies. There are there are also there's also a lot of Frankenstein retellings with romance included. Um, JC loves the Parent Trap, the original Parent Trap. Uh, okay. I mean, are the romance retelling the romance between is the romance between the monster and the love interest? Because Frankenstein is the doctor, not the monster. Um, don't Google what you don't want to find. Okay. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Those are a whole list of horror movies with people falling in love. JC is like, do I even want to click on this? I don't know. Click at your own discretion, you know? Uh, sorry, friends. I need some. So, it seems that I may need to find the book version of those things. Because I don't know. I don't watch a lot of horror either, though. If the movie makes me laugh, I just stop feeling like horror. I'm looking at you, Cabin in the Woods, because golly, I was like crying laughing at how hilarious that movie is, and it's labeled as a horror movie, and I'm just like, this is comedy. This is a little bit of body horror and a lot of comedy, but maybe sometimes I'm a little jaded. Never watch anything on that list, and I don't plan to. Now I want to freaking check out that list. 1 second, fans. Let's cue in the elevator music. Ding, dong, dong. Not really. Oh. Okay, let's see. Let's see if it really it's mostly older movies. The Antichrist? I'm gonna look at this and probably be like, just because there's some like sexy scenes and some kissing doesn't mean there is a romance. You know, I'll I'll look at it. Some of these movies are like, from where? Okay, I do. Okay, Midsummer. I can see that. Okay, I'll look at it a little later. Um. Okay, so if anyone else has any more inputs, um, sorry, I was distracted for a hot second. I let me. Okay. Oh, not mostly older movies. I missed the first couple. Some of them I recognize, and some of them I'm like, I never heard of this title, nor the photo that they're sharing for the still rings any bells. So, let's see. Um, but kissing and some sex is what the general public think Roman is. Yes, but it is not. And most of you hopefully are kind of like have the general gist of how my brain thinks. Um, and it's just because the general public, like, if we make true everything the general public thinks is true, we will be in a world of trouble. So, just saying. Uh, you're fine. So I'm not surprised if that is their criteria. Yeah. That image for the Antichrist, though. Yeah. I mean, when the movie is called that, you can expect, like, not like it. You can expect like shocking, disturbing, uh, unnerving images. Right, Dolores? The public perception of Romans is messed up. Yes, yes. Will the movie Megan be considered to have a romantic subplot? Like the Megan, like the maybe I am mixing it with the horror movie that I think is called by my name, Esther, I think, or it's called another name, but the main character has my name. That the character is has dwarfism, but they are adult, but they are passing themselves as a kid or something like that. I don't remember the story that well to know if it has a romantic subplot. Uh, so I don't know. Do you even want to click on that link? It's just a list of movies, Joanne. Nothing overly graphic, but if you opt to watch any of the movies, any of them is at your own risk. 100%. We are not responsible for your viewer, for your what you decide to watch. Again, that is why I say a love story and adding sex is easy, but creating a real happy ending, happily ever after, for romance is hard. True. Who fell in love with Megan? You mean the futuristic horror with the kid-like dolls, Steven? That's the question for you, Steven. Because I don't recall that much the plot, so I wouldn't be able to answer that question. Um, 1 second, I need more tea. The sky is that maybe because some people don't actually understand what romance in real life is. That could be true. Like their actual view of love is warp. That is also true. This is okay. This is gonna be a tangent because you guys know I go on tangents quite often. Um, this is why most romance readers and writers do get a little mad when romance books are just kind of like um, downgraded to, oh, they're just smut books. And it's like, no, they're not. They are complex stories, heart wrenching stories, heartwarming stories about different, vastly different people with a lot of baggages that they have to work on. And like the thing that all of these books have in common, whether they have sex or not on the page, is that every character is fighting for the chance to allow themselves to love and experiment and receive love. So it's like not, it's just not about the the specs on the page. Usually what readers and authors do to pull in the people that don't normally read romance is we're gonna find those like high eyebrow, like when those scenes that you will stop for a second, you know, you will arch your eyebrow, you might aim to clutch your imaginary perils and things like that to get your attention, to hopefully grab the book and actually experience the darn story that readers and authors love equally, which is, again, a diverse cast of people fighting for allowing themselves to feel love and to love another person. There's a lot of there's a lot of beauty in the romance genre, and I think at the bottom of the entire discussion, that's why it is a subplot that is used everywhere, because it allows you to strip down the character, show their vulnerability, have a connection with the reader, and create a beautiful and everlasting story that hopefully it will stay with the reader. Not every story can stay with the reader. Not every story will stay with every reader, but that's the aim of storytelling, to make a little mark in someone else's soul. So, rant over. Let me scroll up and find where I was left. Uh, okay. Okay, so Steven, okay, not that someone fell in love with Megan per se, but maybe the love that the child had for the doll, or the love that the mother had for the child enough to protect her from the doll. Oh, so you're talking about the other faces of love. Okay, okay. So the thing is, like, when when we talk about elements of stories, uh, most people, I'm just saying most, not everyone, most people, when they use romance subplot or romance story, what they usually refer as a romantic story. Um, what you're referring is like a mother-child love, a child, uh, what would it be, like naivety or like childlike look at the world, and kind of like how open they are to initially love and care for everyone, that kind of thing. But it's not per se a romance, because again, it's not a romantic relationship. But it is a facet of love, that's for sure. Uh, rather, oh, okay. Esther is about to preach. I'm totally here for it. Yes. When I see, you guys know, when I say I'm gonna go on a tangent, is because I'm gonna go on a freaking tangent. The letter says the book of Fated Mates talk about the work Roman does and even erotic romance in many episodes. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. And if you have not heard Fated Mates podcast, do yourself a favor, find your preferred platform for podcasts, and type in Fated Mates, hit the follow, listen to a couple of their episodes. They're really great. Um, I know a lot of I'm not. I know a lot of times we talk about the spa podcast, but Fated Mates is a really good romance podcast. So check it out. Um, I see where you're going there, but when I think of romantic supplements, I think about non-platonic love. The familial love relationship to me is just a bonus, and that was for Steven. Um, and I'm obviously they already had this conversation. I'm just coming late for this. Right, romance is about the journey one takes to take the brave step of opening up yourself to being vulnerable and fully accepting the flaws of someone else in enough to love that person. Everything else is just secondary. That is for sure. And because you are reading and experiencing another person, mind you, this is a 2D imaginary person, but you're experiencing them being vulnerable and open and like looking at themselves and looking how this other person loves them with all of their flaws, and you watch them go through this journey to find the courage to accept the love and reciprocate the love. You as a reader, you either feel seen or you find courage in it. And that's why books are really important, because they are one of the easiest and fastest way for people to feel seen, for people to learn about other perspective, and for people to gain courage to be themselves, to follow their dreams, to have higher self-esteem, things like that. You take that back, Esther. None of the characters are 2D. They are real people in my head. That's hilarious. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Whoever in the higher ups thing was watching this, or I don't know, any civilians that ended up here. We're talking about books, friends. She's well. Her mind is well. She doesn't have people talking in her head or anything like that. She's just a well, she's a prolific writer, friends. Just no need to call no need to call the authorities or anything like that. Okie dokes, friends. See, I was thinking, I was like, probably this chatty, because I'm just like trying this out. This is experiment and see if I can sneaking a few chatty episodes in between. Um, and you guys are wonderful. We're almost at an hour. Just talking about what we love, which is romance, the romance. Uh, wait, what? It's who said they are real? Why would someone say something so hurtful? This girl right here. Hello, Nia. Also, friends, if any of you have read or watched or both the movie book Dune, Script in the Book did their chat for the second part of Dune today. So check out Vixen of Fiction's channel if you want to catch the replay. And check out what Nia, Ben, and Natalie thought about the second part of the movie. And you can leave them comments with your own opinions about the book and the movies. So check them out. Let's see. Now, I may in fact hear some voices, but that's only when I'm reading or writing, I promise. I mean, I can give you that when I have Word read a book for me. I'm definitely hearing a voice. It's just, is not a real voice, quote unquote. I hear a lot of crying right now. There's a lot of like highs to Nia, and everyone is happy to see you. Also, if you just letting you guys know, and for you all to keep your eyes peeled to community tabs and to channels. Nia is not going to be streaming this Tuesday, just so you know, so you don't expect that or anything like that. But do keep your eyes peeled on community tabs for anyone else who wants to pick up on that day. At this point I cannot tell you who will do it or wants to do it. Again, you just have to check out the community tabs, or if you are on Creators on Main, which is a Discord community that a few of us run. I will try my hardest to remember to share there if anyone is going to do a pop-up stream on that day. Just FYI. Uh, why does she keep wanting to hurt us? How did this go so wrong? Esther lives in a different reality. I do. I do. I do. I live in a reality that is 4 p.m. and it's still 90 degrees. So I'm in hell. Hence the spaghetti strap shirt. So, and I am drinking tea. But that's because my throat needs it, not because my body needs it. Because this is hot. So yeah, I do live in a different reality. I think I'm on Earth 100 and something degrees. Ugh. I was just about to saw what? I was about to saw not HEW hockey sticks Thames. I was just about to say not. Yeah, okay. Who hurt you, Esther? Who? Life. Life. That's who hurt me. That sounds more like you're in hell, Esther. Yeah, it it's been I I'm though I am going I am slowly feeling less uh devastated because nights are surely getting into the higher 70s. So I am hoping that that means that temperatures are gonna go down earlier than other years. That's just my hope, but alas, I don't know. Dolores is ready to be in the 70s so I can make hot chocolate and tea comfortably. Yes. Your temperatures burn my spelling abilities. True, true. Hence why I don't write here. Uh, Not during the afternoon. No. We will get them and make them pay. The characters are completely real. Oh, you guys are hilarious. Wait. Hello, Emma. How are you, friend? Like button boop. Thank you so very much. 100% real. We got a Regina coming in saying, Tiffany! Sorry I'm late, friends. I took a nap. Oh, I would love to take a nap, but it's too hot. Some highs for JC. Sky, I never stopped making hot chocolate nor tea. Man, you live very far up north. I don't think you get hot, hot, hot. I get hot BALLS here. So thank you for your wonderful videos, Emma. Regina, you're good. I feel judged when I do it, and it's like 110. Yeah, Dolores is in a oven in and of itself. But I'm in Canada. Yes, far north, norther than where I'm at. Yeah, you're not currently in hell. I wish. I wish I had that. Okay, friends. We have very way long. So before I start wrapping it up and anything like that, because we got a couple of friends who are also romance authors. If you guys would like to chime in the question, why do you think romance is the most used subplot? You can put that in the chat and we can kind of like chat about it a little bit before I wrap it up. As you guys know, I usually like to keep the Romance Writers Room within an hour, no more than an hour and 30 minutes, give it or so, depending on who's up here and how chatty we're getting, things like that. But I also don't want to overuse my voice either. Oh God. Let's see. Regina says we were hundreds and 90s all summer. Then boom, I woke up to 42 degrees. Damn. That is world. The world wants people there to get sick. That's too fast of a drop. Lord Jesus. And the person that will get hot coffee for Starbucks in near 100 degrees weather. So hey, judge away. Jeez. I want the temperature saying, well, no, not saying. I know. Anything lower than 60 is it starts to get uncomfortable for me. Well, no, because my body changed. My body got ruined in Virginia. So probably anything below 50 is when I start getting real uncomfortable, like really cold. See, I'll do the reverse. It will be cold. I'll eat ice cream with no problem, but I hate being hot. Ooh, interesting. I think that valley hits 40 C's in the summer. Oh, jeez. Yeah, not even Canada is so drastic. So, answer to the question from our friend Nia. Nia says, it's real to life and gives depth, empathy, and I can say that word, readability to characters. I had to like take a breath, think about it, and say it. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, it does. Uh, we mentioned so many things, but I think that we did not mention empathy. Yeah, I mean we did mention that it makes you feel connected, relate to blah blah blah, but it also opens up that empathy space. Like you can. I think this is. I mean, besides some people entering their Wattpad era with romantasy. Hot take there. Sorry, friends. But I think that romance subplots help with, especially high fantasy and paranormal, to bring empathy. Because again, like we were saying earlier, we cannot relate to like being vampires, high fays, dragons, all these sorts of fantastical creatures, but we can relate to love. We can relate to falling in love, that kind of thing. Um, oh, this is a continuation. It also gives a bit of fantasy and wish fulfillment. Yes, yes. Because again, if you're single for a long time and you yearn to feel like you're falling in love without having to deal with real life drama, then romance books, romance subplots are great for that. You can just live in the fantasy of falling in love and all that, and you know, get to the happy ever after without the real life consequences of it. um, JC commiserates with Dolores and hating and the hate being too hot, but loving hot coffee. So hey, um, also she does eat ice cream in winter time. Look at you guys. You're built different. I. That's the only thing I'm gonna say. Tampa, Florida is 93. Oh, oof. Q. Fate Evans falling in love again. No tune is coming in my head. Why no tune is coming in my head? Oh, Lord. The thing is, like, it almost here. It is almost, I can almost hear it, but, ugh, hate when that happens. When I can almost hear the sound, but not hear it really. Nothing is more exasperating for someone who loves music like I do. Um, okay, friends, let's wrap it up. So, we have talked about all the different reasons we think romance is the most used subplot. Um, and we can kind of like uh, sum it up with a mixture of helps reader connect, feel the have something to relate to, um, it fulfills this fantasy that might not be possible in real life. It also helps you feel seen. It gives you courage. It teaches you and it gives you empathy for the character, for you, for other people, things like that. Um, so overall, um, romance helps people empathize and relate to the characters, whether they are something like you or whether they are completely different, like a fantastical creature. Um, we also, because I thought of the question, we also think that romance can be used as a subplot in basically any genre. Um, for pretty much the same reasons, is because sometimes some situations that are more prone to happen in certain genres can facilitate the bonding experience within a romance. So I think that's a good summary. You guys tell me, have I missed anything else? While you guys do that, I'll sip more tea. So, as a reminder, the next Romance Writers Room is on September 29th, still at 3 p.m. Eastern. The topic is going to be YA romances. So I will put a call on my social medias and you guys can share it. If you know any YA romance author that would like to come and talk about YA romance, uh, let me know or give them my information. If you're writing a YA romance and you would like some feedback, the forum is in the description, or you can just reach out to me, whichever is easier. Um, and yeah, I think that's it. I cannot believe we only have 4 more romance writers rooms for 2024. What what happened this year? It's going so fast. I don't. This is strange. Uh, JC says that is a great summary. Dolores does a good wrap up. Sky's like cute and thinking music as Esther sips from her boss cup. You did great, friend. This was a good chat. You guys did most of it. Read. I just read your comments, friends. Um, so yeah, I'm sure you guys were the ones doing the hard work, not me. Um, Also, I will be at Dolores, uh, this beautiful person here, writing stream Monday night. If I remember correctly, is 10:30 p.m. Eastern. So it's her 7:30 Arizona time, 10:30 Eastern. I will be there. So if you are someone who um, is always looking for like a late stream to work, we got you covered. Or more like Dolores got you covered. I'm just hopping in to have a good old time with a friend that I haven't been able to hang out for a while. Um, and yeah, you will probably see me around during the week. Um, at my friends' streams, and I may or may not do during the day pop up because I have Monday and Tuesday off, and I want to get a good work done those days. Let's. Tiffany's like, shut your mouth. First the characters, and now the reminder of where we are in the year. What are you trying to do to us? I just can't. Tiffany, I was looking at the calendar thinking maybe I should do a planning stream to plan September. Maybe start thinking about quarter four. So, I'm always looking ahead. You know, I also need to get my ducks in a row so things stop falling through the cracks. So yeah, uh, yay for Esther and Dolores stream. Yes, yes. It's 7:30 Arizona time, so Easter will be 10:30 p.m. Uh, so I love this. I have 5 chapters to correct today, and then I'm all done, and it will finally go to the editor. Yay, Regina, you're almost there. You're almost there, friend. Keep on happening. Please stop saying September. Yes to the planning stream. Planning, you say? Okay, maybe you can say a few things. I'm always here for that. Yes. So I will be looking. I'm gonna look at the week and see what is happening and see, because I kind of like. I feel like I will benefit from a specific stream for planning, for like ironing out the last bit of quarter three. I gotta like start like putting things into motion, or at least making a list of what I know I have to tackle for quarter four. I was going to say another phrasing, but some of you will freak out if I use the word, so I'm just gonna quarter four. I'll leave it at that. Hmm. You know what I need to plan for next year, Esther? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I'll even show up with my Notion, my planner, and my mouse sip. No, no, we want you to talk. We need you to talk. I am not censoring you guys, uh, I will let you guys know when I when and when and at what time that will happen. I did saw it. I'm just like want to wrapping this, and then I'll check out all the text messages that I have. So thank you so very much for being a good sport, for making this experiment, because this was an experiment, pretty much a successful one. So I now know that there's a couple of topics that I know can be more on the chatty bit, and we can just have a casual conversation, instead of the the classic structure of a panel or a light critique or something like that. I just wanted to switch it up for a little bit. Um, so this is good. So I have I have options for next year. So we shall see. Uh, I am not even ready to think about quarter four. Well, I mean, you don't have to think about it yet. You still have a solid month to do so, but you only have 1 month to ignore it. FYI. Also, hi Andy. How is your stream? How was your stream? I don't know if you're still live, friend. Um, if the stream just ended, how did it went? How is your project going? And I hope you're doing well. Tiffany's like, stop saying those hurtful words. What? September? Regina's like, Esther, shut up. Ah, It's coming, Dolores, whether we want or not, yeah, and I am not gonna let you guys forget it. Well, planning will be my life for the next few years. All Christ, and we will make it fun, Sky. Join us, and we will make it fun. Uh, no, JC, no, it's not. Runs into the night. September is a hurtful word. You guys, I adore you all. You guys are adorable, cute, funny, and cute in the Lady Gaga meme about all the other things that she says. I cannot remember. Yes, we got you. We're right here. Okay, friends. Nia's like, I'm not ready yet. Okay, friends. So, again, thank you so very much for making this experiment a success. Now I know laid back chatty videos can be an option for us, because I had a good time. It seems that you guys had a good time. Please lie to me if you did not. Uh, this is the few times that I will gladly ask you to lie to me. Uh, a lot of us feel that way, Andy. We feel that way. Um, okay, friends. I will uh, have the outro going, and I will see you tomorrow at 10:30 p.m. at Dolores Madil channel. Then I'll see you throughout the week around my friends' channels. Here at my channel, I will be back Friday with the Freaky Friday Productivity Sprint. So we get spooky productivity to start the weekend. And next Sunday, we're gonna go back to our gentle productivity streams where we work a little and chat a lot. So, yeah, thank you so very much. Glad I got the end. We'll go back and watch what I missed. You're very, you're very welcome, and thank you for the replay watch. And yeah, I'll see you guys around. Bye, friends.